Hello and welcome to the MetaTrader Quick Start module. In this module, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get up and running with some customized screens so that you can begin to explore the different currency pairs at your leisure. So, with that in mind, the very first thing you're going to do is after installation, we're going to go to the default charts. These are the default charts right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to click on properties and we're going to click on colors. Okay. Now the first thing we want to do is scroll down here to black on white, thusly. Okay. And the very next thing we want to do is where it says bar up right here, we want to mark that as green. Where it says bar down, which is the very next tab down, we want to mark that as red. Bull candle, we want to change that from the default white to green. Bear candle, we want to change that from the default green to red. And we want to click OK. All right, there we have it. Now, this is what we'd like to see as far as our candlestick charts are concerned. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this so that we can bring this up anytime in any chart that we want. So here we go. We're going to right click, go down to template, go down to save template. Now I've already created this. So candlesticks, you can call it candlesticks, you can go and call it candlesticks 1, whichever you prefer. We'll save it as candlesticks. In my case, it's going to ask me, do I want to replace it because it's already here in yours? Since candlesticks is not there, you don't want to replace it. But let me go back here, and I'd like to change this to candlesticks 1 with a capital C there, and let's save that. Okay, tells me it already exists, no problem. Okay, there we go. Now we've saved that as candlesticks 1. Now the very next thing we want to do is customize all the rest of our charts in this fashion. But before we do that, we are going to set up for trading the euro dollar US dollar. Now you can set up any currency pair that you like. In this case, we're going to set this one up as a standard. So in order to do that, you can see this is a pound, dollar, and these are all different currency pairs here. What we're going to do is simply grab that and drag it, and it becomes euro dollar US dollar. Grab that, drag it, that becomes euro dollar US dollar. Grab that, drag it, that becomes euro dollar US dollar. Now we've done that. We've got that all on these charts. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to template, and I'm trying to remember to slow down here so you can follow along and do the exact same thing. And what we want to do is we want to apply the candlesticks 1 template to each one of these charts so that all 4 of the charts in our screen are candlestick charts. Template up to candlesticks 1. There we go. Now as you can see, none of the indicators are here in any of these because in the template we didn't save any indicators. Okay? So when you want to save indicators, you can do so simply by changing the template, by placing an indicator on here on any of the charts and then saving the template. Okay? Now what we'll want to do from here is we want to look at various periods of the candlesticks. So say we wanted to start with daily here as our largest time frame. Then we wanted to go, well, let's not do that. Let's pop back. Let's start here with hourly. For our purposes here, we're going to make that our smallest time frame. The next one was going to be 4 hours. That's already set up. The very next one, and all you do is click on this little tab here. Or there's another way to do it. You can click on the periods and go down here and set it as well. So we're setting that daily. We're setting this up as weekly. Okay? So, okay, we've got this 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. We've got perspective here, and we're focusing on the euro dollar, US dollar. Now, something very important for us to do as far as customization is concerned is to go over and to save our screen setup here as a profile. And give it a new profile name. You can call it whatever you want. Let's call it, I've already saved this one. Let's call it EUR USD candlestick. Make sure you spell it right so you'll know what you're looking at. Candlestick profile 1. Okay. So we're going to save it. There we go. There's our candlestick profile 1 all saved up. Show you back what we would have looked at as far as default. There's a default chart. We pop back over and go here to EUR USD candlestick profile 1. Set it up as such, and we are more than set to go. Now, say for instance, we don't want to do candlesticks. What we want to do is we really want to do these same period studies in hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly, but we rather do it in bar chart format. Well, we can certainly do that. There's two different ways. We can click here for bar chart, and as you'll see, we'll get a bar chart that's a multicolored type of thing, and that's not what we're looking for. We'd like more of a standard type of bar chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll down here to properties, right click all the way down to the bottom to properties, or click F8. In fact, I'm going to left click to make this disappear, and I'm going to hit F8, and there we go. Okay. Let's go back to black on white, like this, and click OK. And then up here, click on bar chart. And there we have everything set up as a bar chart for us. Okay. You notice that if you zoom in, the bars get thicker. Zoom out, the bars get smaller. And I'm going to make sure that's turned on auto scroll. Okay. There we go. Okay, so in keeping with a quick start, let's save this as a template. And I'm simply calling this one bar chart 1. So I'm going to save it. I already have one named bar chart 1. So for you, you're not going to see this message. It's just going to, you're just going to save it, and that's bar chart 1. So let's apply the templates. Bar chart 1. Bar chart. And bar chart 1 right there. So we've got bar charts all around. You can change these colors, of course, to anything you want. This is just a standardized place for us to start experimenting. Okay.